Hi, I'm Brittany, and welcome to Proverbs Study. So today we are studying Proverbs 3, 23, and 24. And I'll be reading in the King James and the Passion Translation. The King James says, "Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet." Verse 23 and 24 in the Passion Translation says, "They give you living hope to guide you, and not one of life's tests will cause you to stumble. You will sleep like a baby, safe and sound. Your rest will be sweet and secure." Okay, I'd like to keep going, but we'll save that for the next video. And this is going to be short and sweet. Listen, getting wisdom is the best thing you can do in life. Why? Because we say it all the time. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of all knowledge. Wisdom begins in the Lord. Knowledge is not to be attained in order to puff yourself up or to make you think that you're better than anyone else. And it can do that. So we have to be careful with attaining to knowledge or trying to accomplish the act of gaining knowledge all the time, because our hearts can slip into that. But the fear of the Lord, right, is the beginning of knowledge. So if we're attaining unto knowledge in the fear of the Lord, meaning acknowledging who God is, that everything that he says is true, and what he says he will do, right? Acknowledging God and the totality of God is, of who God is. That is the beginning of knowledge. And that's our basis of getting wisdom, seeking wisdom. And so all throughout the Proverbs, we're going to be admonished by Solomon, as Solomon is admonishing his son to seek wisdom to get it, because it's precious. It has now, what we're talking about is guarantees. One of the guarantees is that when you walk in your way, right, it gives you living hope to guide you. So when you walk in your way, when you walk in the way that wisdom is teaching you to walk in, right, not following certain groups of people that we've already studied that we need to stay away from, we will walk in that way safely. Not only that, our foot won't stumble, meaning we won't trip up. Nothing will trip us up and make us confused. Why? Because we're operating in wisdom. We're walking in the way that wisdom has taught us to go. Then it gets even sweeter. When we lie down, the Passion says, we will sleep like a baby, safe and sound. You know, right? If you're a parent or you've been around small babies, you know that there's a moment where you envy how babies sleep, the rest that a baby gets when they be all laid out and just like not a care in the world, because they know that they're safe. And as a parent, you feel so honored that you can provide this safe place for your baby to just rest, right? But babies are going to do that naturally, especially when they're nourished. This is how God sees us. When we are nourished, we are naturally going to lay down and sleep like a baby, safe and sound. We shall not be afraid, is what the King James says. And when we lie down, our sleep shall be sweet. Oh my goodness, how wonderful it is to know that seeking wisdom, right, acknowledging God, it leads us to have a bountiful rest, a sweet rest, a rest that's better than anything that we could ever dream. How beautiful is that? So let's keep that in mind, that wisdom is now going to come as we use it, as we walk in it, as we apply it, as we use it to direct our way. It's going to come with some guarantees, some benefits, right? God says, forget not all his benefits. These are one of the benefits that we should not forget. We shouldn't forget. So this is why when wisdom gets hard, when it gets tough to walk in wisdom because of fear of man, because of fear of missing out, because of anything that anybody says to us to make us feel like we're doing something wrong, when it gets tough, forget not the benefits that God gives us, especially with wisdom. Don't forget, okay? So I hope this blesses you. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.